Hey, okay, so before we get started, I wanted to introduce my new logo that my loving husband has created for me. Queens of BTS with D. Tillman. Queens of Behind the Scenes with D. Tillman. That's me. So, it's Queens because later on in the future, I will be reaching out to some of you other beautiful queens that are behind the scenes of your spouse or significant other, whether it's with entrepreneurship, pastoralship, or whatever it is, just to get some insight in other areas, so that way our followers can kind of get some different insights depending upon what best fits their situation. Okay, so Queens of BTS with D.
She's my queen to be.
Okay, so let's get down to business. So, the last time I talked about my changes, this time I'm going to talk about the main change that he had to make or that he had to learn in order to make this transition work. Now, yes, he had to be very dedicated. Yes, he had to be very focused. And yes, he had to tune in like never before because he had me in one ear. And then he had the naysayers in the other ear. So he had, and the doubters in the other ear. So he had a lot of pressure on him. But the main thing that he had to learn was time management. He had to learn to manage his time between the business, between his family, between everything. He had to learn how to do that. Now, in the beginning, his mindset was, I have to be focused and I have to tune in and I have to be dedicated and I have to do this all day, every day, all night, every night, like seriously, all the time, because he was so called doing it for the family. Now that might have been his mindset. That might have been what his thought process was. But at the end of the day, I didn't care. And he'll tell you, I didn't care. So he wanted to do all of that, but he was forgetting about his family. He wanted to do all of that, but he wasn't spending time with his family. So all of his time went into the business. Every second, every minute, every hour, every single day, it went into the business. And me being the wife that I am, I don't play that. I'm not sharing my time with your friends, your business, your money, no chicks, no nothing. I'm not sharing my time. Like, that's why I married you, and that's why I'm dedicated and committed to you. So that way you can give me all the attention. And I mean, it says queen. I'm the queen, so I get all the attention. Now, I don't mind sharing just a little bit because you got to do what you got to do, but you ain't taking all my time for this. And then on top of that, we have children who hardly get to see you, or where they do see you, your face is stuck in the computer or stuck in your phone because you're doing business for the future. Don't let that time slip away from you. That was my thought process. So he had to learn to balance it. So whatever it is that your significant other or your husband or your wife may be trying to do, remember that it has to be time balanced. If you don't split that time wisely, if you don't share that time wisely, then somebody's going to end up being mad. And somebody's going to end up just going off like I did. And you don't want to do that. So, yes, spend time with your business, ministry, whatever it is. But don't forget about your family. Because at the end of the day, if that business, God forbid, fails, but yet you allowed your family to fail as well, what are you going to be left with? At the end of the day, your family is going to be the one that always has your back. Your wife or your significant other is going to be the one that always has your back. and that supports you. So you don't want to ruin that to try and build something for the family, and then God forbid in the future you don't have that family that you was building it for. So make sure that you split that time wisely. So even when the jobs start coming in, and I mean like really coming in, make sure that you're still having that time for your spouse and for your family. Now, if you're anything like me, and especially in the photography world, what type of jobs you sharing your time with, that matters. Because I'm not sharing my time with just any old job or any old type of photography. Not even going down. But tune in next time, and then we'll talk about those different types of photography and what ain't going down with D, the queen of this house.